next up we have Goydale Edgar, and he will be teaching a lesson from the Theater Arts curriculum by the Texas Education Agency. Remember to silence your babies before we start. You have 60 seconds to begin.
Okay, hi guys. Hope you're all having a wonderful class period. Cool, let's get started. Inside versus outside acting. So, inside acting is when you feel the character from the outside. I mean inside. So like, imagine that's you, and you're thinking about character. You're thinking about character, but you're thinking about it from the perspective of the character. So like you are that character. Okay, but like outside, oh my God. Outside. So acting is reacting, and the one thing I wish I could give you is
So you like
Okay,
that
literally
was
blah blah blah.
he literally sucks so much.
What was my time?
Like 39.52.
I don't really think it matters.
At the end of the day, you just suck. So do better.
All right, your 7-minute strike starts now.
Six minutes remaining.
Thank you, 6.
3 minutes remaining.
Thank you, 30.
2 seconds remaining.
Thank you, I'm done. Wow, that was really good. If I advance, then I just have to do a great job teaching next year and just be even better. But they were really silent during mine. But maybe they're silent during all of them. Oh no! Oh! Well, guess it's time for my critique.
Your costumes sucked. They distracted. I couldn't tell who I was judging, and I feel like instead of having an ensemble, you should give them all different costumes.
Okay. I agree. And to add on to that, I kind of think like you were really loud the whole time, and I could hear you. It's just that I couldn't understand you.
Okay.
So I got the volume. I need the diction.
Okay.
Okay, so what was the motivation for like moving the marker around on the board?
So basically it was,
Okay, cool. It wasn't clear, so do better.
To add to that, for me, the story just wasn't clear in
Okay.
general of what you were teaching.
Yeah, basically you like suck.
okay,
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Like I think you might have been the worst we saw today.
I've got it, yeah.
This is where I insert a slur.
If you were to advance, I would just say like change everything you do.
Okay.
It's really not about that. It's
And,
about
like-
the friends you make, you know?
Yeah, it's about the journey.
I can't imagine
know?
you make many friends, but
Now I will cuss
But
out
I'm
a
sure
bunch
you're
of
fine
Okay.
as an individual.
Okay.
I guess.
Perfect.
All right, teachers, please pick up your packets after the awards. Before we begin, I'd like to tell you a little story. A while back, I went to New York with my wife and my 2 kids. Dr. Ivan's being. And right before the show started, I really had to go to the bathroom. So I ran to the bathroom, and then the show started, and then I left the bathroom, and this person went up to me and said, "Sir, do you know where your seat is?" And I said, "No." And then somebody else came up to me, and it was this plastic gnome, and they asked me, "Sir, what's your seat number?" And I said, "I don't know." And then this creepy clown went up to me and said, "Sir, do you know who you are?" And I said,
Dr. Ivans, please continue with the awards. Thank you.
Sorry. In no particular order, these are our 3 advancing teachers for next year. First up is Andrew Bennett. too. Next up, we have Jack Richardson. I'm your bestie, I know. And finally, we have Cody Dale Ender. Thank you.
Okay, I didn't expect that. What a surprise. Can't wait to see that tabulation. Yep.
All right, collect your certificate from this host crew member who's wearing a dress but still has sneakers on.
Thank you. Wow, I guess they really did like me after all. I wonder what the audience thinks.
Brianna, can I be frank with you?
Who's Frank?
A guy. So, Mr. E, it was his first time being a head director this year, and I don't know if he wants it bad enough.
That's crazy because I was thinking the same exact thing. Like, he's only here for like 23 hours a day?
Yeah.
Where did that extra hour go?
I think it was all that time at Starbucks, getting those cake pops.
And that chocolate mocha.
Yeah, he needs to be spending that extra hour at the school
Right.
with us. And I mean, of course he cares about us and is always constantly trying to make us better, make our shows better, but is it enough?
I don't know if he wants it that bad enough.
I can't tell.
But I mean, he is our director.
Yeah.
He's kind of sweet.
Yeah.
He's nice.
Sometimes.
He's caring, compassionate.
Alright.
Oh, and he's funny. No.
Nah, he ain't bad. Anyway.
We love you.
We love you. Thank you so much for everything you do for Ovation. You have completely turned our high school experiences upside down.
Not even that, our entire life.
Our entire lives. You impact every single person that comes into that theater room with your kind heart and your just generosity for theater and always trying to make us better.
And for us, thank you for being one of our greatest friends rather than director. And even though you're amazing at both, but seriously, we can't thank you enough because you've watched us grow and you are watching us grow, and it's such a joy to call you our princess grandpa.
Mr. E.
Mr. E.
Love you.
Love you.
Happy birthday. Bye.
Mr. E can never say my last name, and his jokes are really bad and are not really that funny. But he cares for everyone in theater and always makes sure that their day is going good and that they're included. And I really admire him as an actor, and he explained things really well during rehearsal. I always love waving him hi when I go to Fifth and going in the office and hanging out with everyone, because every time I walk in, they're either watching something really cringy, really weird, or absolutely hilarious. And it always makes my day whenever I go in there.
This is just my opinion. This is just one judge to another group. Take this with a grain of salt. But for me, it was the foot tapping. It was a little repetitive. But overall, I really do like how selfless Mr. E is. There was one time at this fest where at the ice exhibit, he let me wear his favorite Astros hat. And that really meant a lot to me because I was freezing.
Yeah, Mr. E, I think he really could have expanded on his character a little bit. It felt like he didn't do a lot of analysis with it, and I think he really could have expanded the character's overall knowledge. However, I do admire the way that he can take charge of a situation and really grab people's attention and motivate students to create really amazing art and give them room to grow as well.
I didn't really understand his explanations fully, but then he started singing Snake Leaf songs, and that definitely made up for it.
Yeah, I feel like
his jokes didn't really land. He wasn't that funny and definitely not qualified to be here. But positively, I would like to give Mr. E a Dundee Award for being inspirational. I've already learned so much from him in my 2 years, and especially this year with him being the head director. And he's taught me so much about performing in general and also being just a good human being in general. And I love getting to work with him. And he's given me a lot of perspective on life and theater. To start out my critique, I would like to give a couple of notes. Mr. E, I did notice that on a couple of days, couple being generous, you were a little bit late on your entrances. I heard something about getting SSBJ. Yeah. But I will say your overall energy, dedication, just your presence, your stage presence is all very much there. So I will rate it a 1.
Mr. E. That guy's all flap-flapping and no shush-shushing. When he comes in with that goofy non-sequitur humor or shock humor that's somehow not even supposed to be funny but is absolutely hilarious, or those golden nuggets of wisdom that will forever change what you thought was your formally cemented perspective on life and acting, really shows you how he gave us The Secret in the Wings.
Hey, Mr. E. Happy birthday. I just want to thank you so much for getting me into theater. I've met so many cool and awesome people, and I got to know you better. And it's just been so fun. Like, the journey has been amazing. And I can't wait to see what lies past. Happy birthday. I hope you enjoy your day. I hope it's awesome.
So as an audience member, sometimes I was just like really scared of disappointing him, you know? But I did really like the way that he made everything so real and that he made us all feel like family. As an audience member, you know.
To be honest, those, the journals that he had us do, I couldn't remember to do it. Like, half the time I didn't do it because I couldn't remember. But, as stressful as those journals were and having to remember what went where and what dates were on the journals and the whole 9 yards, I will say the comforting home and, like, family that he's, like, the choices that he's made to make this theater a comfort place and a safe place and just, like, a warm home and a welcoming family, I will say definitely makes up for having to go through the torture of those journals.
Yeah, Mr. E's teaching this year was kind of weird. I didn't understand most of the stuff he was saying, and some of it just didn't make any sense. And he had these things that he called jokes that weren't even funny. Like, at all. I'm just kidding, Mr. E. Happy birthday. I hope you have such an amazing day because you deserve it. You do so much for this program and so much for me and everybody else here. And we love you so much. You're so funny and sweet and you're so passionate about theater. It makes everybody else have that same passion and just, you know, want it almost as much as you do. We love you so much.
Yeah, his performance was pretty good, but he picked up his coffee, started drinking it, but never finished it, and kind of just left it there. But he does seem like an amazing director. He seems kind, funny, accepting, and he makes people, especially freshmen, feel so welcome and loved.
Hi, I'm Lexi, and one of the not so fabulous things about Mr. E is probably his fits. You know, I'm loving the effort, but there could be a few accessories, like some nice socks or a fancy top hat. But one of the best things about Mr. E is definitely how he always pushes people and makes sure they do their best. And he's always encouraging people, and no matter how he does it, it always works when he's trying to push people to move farther and make sure they do their best. Whether it's in a show or in real life, he's boosting everyone's confidence and he's making sure they can be the best they can be. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Joseph British Leday the Trace. Something about Mr. E, I would say he's got... The only bad thing about him would be the duh, you know? But I think it's okay because it helps him think and it helps him work out his wonders as a director and as an intelligent human being who also happens to direct, like I just said, but direct in an artistic way and without fear nor anxiety, or without showing it at least. I mean, everyone has fear, yeah? But yeah, I would say that stuff, yeah.
Okay. It was something. I think there were definitely some styles in there. There was some teaching, I think. There were some theater vocabulary words. I thought that was, nice. I did think that the show would have been a lot better had the marker been red. I think that would have kind of just amplified the show and the themes of it. But for me, it just didn't really work, you know? That being said, I will go to sleep tonight just dreaming of your show. I did give you last, but I wanted you to know that I'll probably be dreaming about it. Something I did like about it was that from your little demonstration, I could tell that you probably care a lot about your students, and even when they think that they can't grow more, and even when they think that they're like at the top and they don't need to improve, that you push them and you challenge them to keep going and to keep pushing themselves and finding new challenges. I think, and I could probably tell, like maybe just a guess, that you genuinely care about the lives of your students outside of theater, and that I can really see probably that you have made a difference in the lives of so many students, and I don't really think you'll ever realize like how much of an impact you've had, I think. So thank you for that demonstration, and I can't wait to see your teaching next year.
Hi E, my one acting note for you is, how do I put this, like, kindly? You're just so arrogant and cocky. Like, you just think you could play any role, don't you? You just think you're so great. Like, we know your dream role is Christine from Phantom, but you could just not hit those notes. But a positive I would say about you is that you always know how to make notes and stuff to implement very clear and correct, and direct, and just very simple and easy to understand. And overall, you make the whole process of giving and taking notes and implementing different ideas and stuff into our show, and to any show really, is just so great. Every single time we do notes, I always look forward to it. And getting acting notes and other stuff like that is not necessarily an enjoyable process. But to be 100% honest, I look forward to getting notes because you just want me, you make me want to improve. And you have just this passion about it, which is very, just fun. I don't know how to say this, but it's very engaging, and it makes it extremely enjoyable for anyone who is a part of that. And you know how to make it fun, and you know how to make it simple and easy for us to understand so we can implement quickly. And while if it's not simple or clear, you're very patient with us, and you own up and you apologize if you were unclear. It's just very refreshing to have notes being simple and an enjoyable process.
Okay, so before I get into my critiques about Mr. E, I want to share a little interaction between me and the officers a while ago. So we were talking and Mr. E's birthday got brought up, and we were like, right, we have to film this big video and edit it and, you know, take time out of our day to make something for him. And I think to myself, why? What's so special about him that we have to do all of that? I mean, he's not nice. He isn't good at dancing. And frankly, his shoes aren't even that cool. So why do we do that, you know? But here we are. I mean, I guess he cares for his students, so that's something at least. And he's really passionate about what he does. And, you know, he's always making sure that everyone fits in and feels safe in the environment. And he genuinely wants us to be better people. Huh. I guess Mr. E isn't so bad. Happy birthday, Mr. E.
Happy birthday, Mr. E.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mr. E. Much love.
Happy birthday, Mr. E.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mr. E.
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 Happy birthday, Grandma! Princess! Happy birthday, Princess!